Yo, what's the word? What's going on, man? Salute to everybody tuning into the channel. Lord, we finally got a response, man. Good Lord, man. I ain't know what the hell was going on with this dude Eazy, bro. I don't know if you was waiting till Friday. You wasn't going to do no response to these claims. But I knew I wasn't crazy, okay? I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew it was only a matter of time. And I got to give it to you, bro. That was very smart and very strategic on your side to pretty much explain where you're from, the origins of where you're from, where you come from, your family, your background. Like, Eazy's doing a four-part documentary series where it's going to be pretty much 4 different parts. Now, he did say the first part was Where I'm From edition, and then the second part was going to be about Cassidy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what the third and the fourth part, that might be him addressing probably a lot of the people that have been speaking ill about him from the trenches, the people that were previously on the trenches, probably some media and stuff like that. But I think the gist of things is for people to understand where Eazy The Block Captain is from, because a lot of people were telling me like, yo, go listen to the audiobook, and it's crazy because I'm gonna go listen to the audiobook because somebody put up a clip from the audiobook, and a lot of the things that he showed in the first part documentary was in the audiobook. You know what I'm saying? So I like this shit, bro. Like, I felt like he did a really great job. Salute to the person that shot it and edited the video. You know what I'm saying? I thought they did a really great job as far as like the authenticity of the actual documentary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the authenticity of it. It doesn't feel scripted. It feels very raw and pretty much like I'm gonna pull up to this area and whatever we get on camera, that's what it's gonna be. Nobody was coerced like, yo, you got to be careful what you say, or, you know what I'm saying, don't say this, don't mention this. Like for me, what gave it the confirmation, like, the shit wasn't scripted, and when he was on the phone with his mom, like, his mom was just so raw, just so like gutter. Like, I was just like, yo, that shit was funny as hell. Like, the way she was talking, and, just talking about her experience when she was pregnant with Eazy, how she didn't even want to go to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I'm good, I had a baby right here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all gotta check it out, man, if y'all haven't seen it, man. But he pretty much just crushes the whole campaign that Cassidy has been spewing for the past couple of weeks. You know, the Pottsville bull, the Pottsville pigeon, you the Pottsville captain. Like, he was bodying Eazy, bro, and so much to the point where it's like the credibility was looking very, very suspect. You know what I'm saying? But he had this is the thing with Eazy had receipts. Like, he went and saw his dad, asked his dad, where do we live, where was I born. A lot of people were really getting on him about him saying he was born in Germantown Hospital, and people were saying Germantown Hospital don't do like born babies, I guess, after 97 or some shit like that. But people was like, well, if that was the case, Eazy would be 26 right now. Eazy's like, I believe Eazy was born in 88 or something like that. I think I got like 2 years over Eazy, so Eazy's like 38 or some shit like that. So his pops was like, yo, you from Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? His pops was from Philly, been living in Philly all his life, still lives in Philly. His biological mom lives in Philly, you know what I'm saying, from Philly. His stepmother, God rest her soul, Philadelphia as well. So, like, everybody that he pretty much went to was in Philly. Like, these are like his aunts, his brothers, you know what I'm saying, his sisters, his cousins. So it was just like, damn. And then they were showing pictures. Eazy had old honor roll certificates from high school, from elementary school. He had his birth certificate that says Philadelphia County with the time, everything. He's born in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? So wherever you born is where you from. You know what I'm saying? Like, if people want to debate the race part, cool. But he was very, very transparent with how he was raised. He moved a lot. Like, he didn't get a chance to stay in one particular school. He bounced from school to school, due to, you know what I'm saying, like his parents' situation Then him spending time with his moms, living with his mom's going through substance abuse. His mom's going, I think his aunt checked his mom's into Pottsville rehab. That was a rehab. And when they moved there, Eazy moved there as well. And that's when he transferred to the high school there. You know, he talks about this in the documentary. You know what I mean? He said he was there for like a year or so. Then he left. He also said that was his first introduction to the game. He said, I could never, like, when people say Eazy the Block Captain, how you the block? You ain't never, you know what I'm saying? You ain't from no blocks in Philly. But he's like, yo, how could I ever claim a block when I moved so much when I was a kid, all the way up until I was damn near grown? So if I said I had a block, I would be frauding. You know what I'm saying? So he's just like, bro, like, I didn't like the block shit. Just like, that was just a name I gave myself. Like, that wasn't something like, you know what I mean? Like, I came from the block type shit. But I believe he said in the documentary, like, the first time he jumped off the steps and got into the game was Pottsville. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who put him on, whatever the case may be, but it was in Pottsville. It wasn't in Philadelphia where he was, you know, doing his thing. It was in Pottsville. And I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see people trying to nitpick like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, first it was he wasn't from Philly. First it was, oh, he wasn't born in Philly. Or and now it's, oh, you Eazy the Block Captain, but you know what I'm saying, the block really is from Pottsville. It's not the blocks in Philadelphia. It's just like people moving the goalposts, man. Y'all moving the goalposts. The main shit that was being spewed on this internet was Eazy the Block Captain is not from Philadelphia. Eazy is from Pottsville. Okay, he's debunked that. That man was from Philadelphia. He was born in Philly. Germantown Hospital. He has the proof. He has the documents. You can't make fake documents, money. Like, he has the documents. Now, is he also from Pottsville? Yes. He also is from Pottsville. He lived in Pottsville. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what's the problem. Like, is it because he didn't, quote unquote, allegedly become a drug dealer or a trapper or whatever the case may be in Philadelphia? Does that discredit him? Does that make him less of a credibility or whatever the case may be? Like, no. Like, you know what I'm saying? He did what he did. He hustled, he trapped, did his thing. You know what I'm saying? In Pottsville, he did his time, whatever, in Philly and Pottsville, whatever the case may be. Like, there's no stain on his jacket. So people nitpicking and stuff like that, it's like, come on, man. Like, I get it. Eazy hasn't been the most honest person throughout the years, but this shit right here, he knew he couldn't lie about, because if you lied about this, you really sticking a fork in your career. You know what I'm saying? On top of the pressure with the Cassidy battle. But he's like, this first episode, like, there's no debate. If y'all want to move the goalposts and say, oh, he didn't trap, he's supposed to be this big trapper or whatever case may be, or drug dealer or hustler, whatever, he ain't do that in Philly. Like, okay, he started in Pottsville and then he branched off to Philly and probably different regions of the PA area. Like, that doesn't make him less of a person, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and as a kid, you can't control where you're going to live. You're a child, and especially that you're living in shelters, you live in a homeless place, you're jumping from aunt's house to uncle's house. Like, you don't have any stability. That's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? But he still was raised with some type of morals, values, and ethics. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have turned out to be anything, but you know what I'm saying, he turned out to be pretty well, man, doing pretty well for himself. You know what I'm saying? Got a family, taking care of his business. You know what I mean? Giving back to the culture. I don't see what the big issue is. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can no longer say he lied, he's not from Philly. That man is from Philadelphia, bro. He's from Philly. So I like, a lot of people owe that nigga an apology, bro. And Zan, that's kind of crazy, because he kind of touched on you, and you've met his aunts, uncles, and all his family. You even said you met his grandma. So how did you meet all of these people, and you dated Eazy for so long, but then you say, oh, I don't know if he's from Philly, I never really asked. Like, huh? That was kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie, Zan, you sound a little bit scorned. You sound a little bitter, and I understand the situation as far as him taking your battles. You know what I'm saying? That's you know, not your intellectual property, but that's material that you worked on, you know, you crafted, you know what I'm saying? And he took the battles down and basically telling you want the battles up, it's going to cost you $1,000, you know. But at the end of the day, you kind of put yourself in that predicament with the whole Taz, what's that girl? Yeah, Taz. The whole Taz situation and the C Bree situation, like a lot of messy pillow talking that you know what I'm saying, you were doing, and that stuff was coming back, and it was just making a real hostile work environment. But for you to go out there and kind of like co-sign and kind of lie, that's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of crazy, man. I think you kind of owe that man an apology. And I know you probably ain't gonna get it, you know what I mean? Just you know, because you feel how you feel. But at the end of the day, like, a lot of these other guys, man, like, y'all met this man's family and y'all know him personally. Y'all have worked with this man, and y'all pretty much saying that he's not from Philadelphia. I just think that's diabolical. Now, this man, from what I understand, bro, the part 2 and the part 3 is gonna be really, really spooky, man. It's not just Cassidy. This man is really, this man's coming for heads, bro. He's coming for blood. So if I was y'all, sheesh, brace yourself, man. Brace yourself. You know what I'm saying? I will say this though. I'm gonna give y'all an exclusive. I will say this. I know I did my blog about the New Jersey twerk, Eazy, you know what I'm saying, you know, Anwar, Piperboy Williams, stuff like that. I've yet to speak to Anwar, but I spoke to a couple people behind the scenes, and from my understanding, man, we probably definitely going to get New Jersey twerk versus Eazy The Block Captain, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm confident. I'm confident that it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You never know what can happen. You know what I mean? But from what I heard, I'm confident that this battle is going to take place, and Eazy could really do something legendary, man. Like, have a cast legendary moment battle with him, and then turn around and do a fire classic with twerk. Champion of the year, man. We might have to talk about that. I know Low Soul's out there. There's a couple other contenders, man, but Impact, sheesh, that's Impact. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments section, man. Like, if you haven't seen the part 1 documentary series, please let me know. Did he satisfy your likings and prove that Eazy is from Philadelphia and he was born in Philadelphia, and he's also from Pottsville? Did he prove that? You know what I'm saying? Did he prove that, or did he not prove that? And if he didn't prove it, let me know how he did not prove it in the comment section, because I'm seeing some stuff on Twitter that's very confusing me. You know what I'm saying? But I want to hear from y'all in the comment section, man. I appreciate all the love from y'all. Y'all rocking with me, the engagement, the likes, and the comments. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate it, man. It's your boy Acito, man. I'm out of here. Y'all be safe. Peace.